and welcome to Clever News Desk. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. First, the headlines. Kogi State Police Command issues high alert to all personnel ahead of the August 16 Supreme Court judgment on the 2023 Kogi State governorship election. French court authorizes seizure of 3 presidential jets linked to the federal government of Nigeria. Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) loses frontline social media platform with its 2.2 million followers to internet fraudsters. Florence Joshua with these and more. Since Senator Somaila Kawu has voiced it out that the lawmakers collect 21 million naira monthly, a section of Nigerians has been expecting either his suspension like Abdul Ningi or stripping of his position like Ali Ndume. Kawu has accepted that his monthly take-home pay is 21 million naira as running costs. He said this after the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission RMAFC said each of the 109 senators receive a total of 1,600,000 naira salary and allowance monthly. An eminent Nigerian in the person of Atiku Abubakar, who was Nigeria's vice president, said he hoped the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, will not suspend him like Ningi or strip him of his position like Ndume. In a statement by his media office, the former vice president said Kawu's statement had vindicated ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo's position that the National Assembly fixes its own salaries and allowances in contravention of the laws of Nigeria. In the words of Atiku, in an institution, people with lackeys with no balls to hold the reckless executive to account, Samaila's courageous act is worthy of commendation. A French court has authorized the seizure of 3 presidential jets linked to the federal government of Nigeria. It was gathered that 2 of the jets, part of the Nigeria Presidential Air Fleet, were recently put up for sale, while the third, an Airbus 330, was purchased by Nigeria but not yet delivered. The seizure of the presidential jet is as a result of an application by Zhongshan, a Chinese company whose export processing zone management contract was revoked by the Ogun State government in 2016. According to reports, the legal battle started when an independent arbitral tribunal chaired by the former president of the UK Supreme Court awarded Zhongshan about $74.5 million in compensation. However, the Ogun State government, which has a dispute with Zhongshan, is yet to honor the award. The court order prohibits the movement, sale, or purchase of the jet until Zhongshan receives the awarded $74.5 million. Bailiffs have served papers to each aircraft. Meanwhile, the Nigerian government is yet to comment on this development. The Twitter handle of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has vanished from the frontline social media platform. According to reports, the organization's handle with its 2.2 million followers was no longer accessible. This account doesn't exist, was the page message. Instead, EFCC's chief spokesperson, Dele Oyewale, confirmed that the handle at official EFCC has been down for 3 days. He, however, attributed the issue to a network problem and noted that the agency's ICT department is working to resolve it. Our ICT department is working on it. The crisis came days after a cluster of suspected internet fraudsters threatened to wage cyber warfare against the Anti-Graft Office for its alleged disregard of constitutional norms in cracking down on dubious activities among Nigerians online. The threats were made on Reddit and other forums last weekend, with some of the commenters claiming anti-graft detectives extorted them. The executive chairman of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, Jalal Arabi, and the Commission Secretary, Abdullahi Kuntungura, are currently in the custody of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission over alleged mismanagement of the 90 billion naira 2024 Hajj subsidy. In a document cited by our source on Wednesday, the anti-graft agency said a total of SR 314094 was recovered from the NACON chairman and other ranking officials. The FCC said its investigation revealed that from the 90 billion naira Hajj subsidy, Arabi fraudulently overpaid himself and others the necessary operational costs. Also, according to the document, the approved 2024 Hajj operational costs for the chairman, CEO, commissioners, secretary and directors, chief of staff in the 2024 budget as stipulated has $4,250, $12,750, $3,825, and $15,300 respectively. The FCC, however, alleged that the chairman fraudulently overpaid himself, the commissioners, secretary and directors for the 2024 Hajj operational costs. Barely 24 hours to the Supreme Court judgment on the governorship tussle between APC's Usman Ododo and Muritala Ajaka of the Social Democratic Party SDP, reactions have continued to trail the possible outcome of the judgment. Some citizens are of the opinion that a win for Muritala Ajaka at the Supreme Court would usher in a new era of leadership and policy direction for the state, noting that Ajaka's victory would likely bring a fresh perspective to governance in the state. However, some people have maintained that a win for Ahmed Usman Ododo would reinforce the status quo in Kogi State, potentially maintaining the current leadership style and policy direction. An Ododo victory would be seen as a validation of APC's governance in the state and an endorsement of his leadership. An Ododo win would underscore the challenge faced by opposition parties in contesting elections against incumbent parties. It will also highlight the importance of the judiciary in ensuring electoral justice and upholding the rule of law. Kogi State is the only state in Nigeria to border 10 other states, named for the Hausa word for river, Kogi. The state was formed from parts of Benue, Niger and Kwara State on 27 August 1991. The state is nicknamed the Confluent State due to the fact that the confluence of the River Niger and River Benue occurs next to its capital, Lokoja. Of the 36 states of Nigeria, Kogi is the 13th largest in area and 20th most populous, with an estimated population of 4.5 million as of 2022. Regardless of the outcome, the Supreme Court verdict, indigents of Kogi are optimistic that this will bring a turning point in the state's political landscape and a test of the country's democratic institutions. The Kogi State Police Command has issued a high alert to all personnel ahead of the Supreme Court's judgment on the 2023 Kogi State governorship election, scheduled for August 16, 2024. The command is concerned about potential unrest due to outcome of the judgment, which involves Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo of the All Progressive Congress APC and Alhaji Muhammad Murtala Ajaka of the Social Democratic Party SDP. To ensure public safety, the police command has directed all formations and divisions to implement visible policing and show of force tactics across the state. Clever News correspondent tells us more. The Supreme Court's judgment comes after Governor Ododo's victory was affirmed by the Court of Appeal following victory at the Election Petition Tribunal. However, the SDP candidate Alhaji Muhammad Murtala Ajaka has challenged the victory, vowing to reclaim what he described as his stolen mandate. The SDP has condemned supporters of the APC and the Kogi state government for celebrating victory ahead of the Supreme Court judgment, accusing them of taking to social media to declare a purported win.
This high level of impunity in Kogi state must be put to an end.
The police command has urged all parties to remain calm and peaceful as it works to prevent any breakdown of law and order in spite of seemingly apprehension over the outcome of the Supreme Court judgment. The police are taking all necessary measures to ensure public safety. Following its renewed vigor to combat crude oil theft, pipeline vandalism and economic sabotage in the Niger Delta to improve oil production and revitalize the nation's ailing economy, the Defense Headquarters says its troops have denied crude oil thefts a sum total of 943,161,680 naira and destroyed key infrastructure of criminal elements in the region. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, made the disclosure at a press conference this Thursday in Abuja. Let's now join Clevis Gloria Atta for details.
The Niger Delta is the most important oil-producing region in Africa, with its oil providing 70% of Nigeria's revenue. However, alongside the legitimate trade in its oil products, there is a lucrative and organized illicit oil trade where the country reportedly loses 200,000 barrels of oil daily. Participants in oil theft, also called oil bunkering, steal oil from pipelines, refine the oil and sell to local, regional and international markets. This criminality has become a profitable business that cost the Nigerian government 3.8 trillion naira, approximately $105 billion in 2016 and 2017. Beyond the economic losses caused by the illegal oil industry in the Niger Delta, its effect on humans and environmental pollution have similarly been significant, as regular spills of oil, arguably caused by oil theft and sabotage, have polluted the waterways, contaminated crops and other food sources, releasing toxic chemicals into the air. For years now, the Nigerian government, with the help of key security agencies, including the armed forces, have been at the forefront of combating crude oil theft and pipeline vandalism in a bid to protect the country's mainstay. At a press conference at the Defense Headquarters in Abuja this Thursday, the Military High Command told newsmen that the armed forces in recent times have recorded significant strides in its war on perpetrators of oil theft in the Niger Delta region, which has led to significant improvement in oil production in the country.
Though we are not yet at where we want to be in terms of daily crude oil production, I can say that we are on the right track. Accordingly, troops will sustain the renewed vigor and momentum till the nation's crude oil production target is achieved and exceeded. During the week under review, troops neutralized 147 terrorists and arrested 381 of them. We also arrested 23 perpetrators of oil theft and rescued 113 kidnapped hostages during the period under review. Now in the South-South, troops denied the oil theft of an estimated sum of over 943 billion naira. Furthermore, troops recovered 74 assorted weapons and over 3,000 assorted ammunition during the period under review. The troops in the Niger Delta area also discovered and destroyed 15 dugout pits and 27 storage tanks, among other items destroyed.
He speaks further on successful air operations carried out on illegal refining sites in some locations in the Niger Delta.
These are illegal refining sites and canoes conveying illegal refined products. So what we have resulted in doing is striking these sites and destroying these products, thereby curbing the crude oil theft. In curbing the crude oil theft, we are boosting our ability to meet our OPEC quota and exceed it in the nearest future.
The fresh vigor in war against oil theft in Niger Delta areas followed a new directive by the president to the military, police, NNPC and other security agencies to improve production of crude oil in the region. Gloria Atta reporting for Clearview News.
The pan-Yoruba socio-political group Afenifere has accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration of plunging Nigeria into economic crisis that is worse than the Great Depression. Afenifere stressed that Nigeria's economic crisis is far worse than the 1929 Great Depression, noting severe declines in the value of naira, real wages and overall economic performance since 2014. In a statement issued yesterday, Afenifere, which supports Chief Ayo Adebanjo as the group's leader, criticized Tinubu's reaction to a recent visit by the Patriots, led by Chief Emeka Anyako, calling for a new constitution. However, the president reportedly stated that he would prioritize economic reforms before addressing the issue of restructuring, a stance the group finds unacceptable. The request by the Patriot has since elicited mixed reactions from leaders across Nigeria's geopolitical zones. Afenifere, in the statement signed by Adebanjo and National Publicity Secretary Prince Justice Faloye, argued that the president's economic reforms have led to economic hardship and a decline in living standards. The group emphasized that restructuring is essential as it forms a foundation for economic recovery and addresses the diverse challenges facing the country. If you're just joining us, you're watching the news on Clearview News Desk. We will be back after this break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Every August 15th is observed as International Relaxation Day. The day is an opportunity to reflect and share the importance of relaxation and how people, families, organizations and communities can learn ways of relaxing in their daily lives and routines. Clearview News Imofono Kon, who spoke with some Abuja residents about the day, reports that despite the harsh economic reality in Nigeria today, some people said they will create time for relaxation, while others said there is no time for rest in Nigeria.
Since 1985, National Relaxation Day has been held annually on 15th August. The day advocates chilling out and promotes stress relief through meditation and other relaxation techniques. Managing stress requires relaxation, which leads to a clearer and calmer mind. Relaxation also breeds positivity and better concentration. Those with a busy schedule look forward to Relaxation Day, even if it's just to get some headspace. The question is, how do you relax?
Well, I read books. I always like reading novels. And also, if I have things to do, like doing my laundry, after doing my laundry, I go out with friends, at least just chill, have fun after the work and everything. So that's what I do.
The best form of relaxation is sleeping. Find time to sleep, and then I'm a sports person too. Go to any of these business park or sports center and just feed my eyes or engage in one or two sports. I think these activities are also part of relaxation.
I like to swim. Yes, because swimming is like a form of sports. So when you enter the water, you feel relaxed and you get what I'm trying to say. Already, like after swimming, you feel very weak, you feel tired, so it helps me sleep more because you've relaxed your muscle. So I love to listen to music.
School fees is next week. Feeding is on a high side. We don't have good roads. we don't have water, you don't have gas. We are talking of relaxation, maybe in another generation, but this very one for this time, oh, there's just no way for relaxation.
You don't have to relax because what is happening in Nigeria today, the economy is not smiling on anybody, both rich, poor, be it whom you are, everybody is feeling it. So for me, you don't have to relax. Any resting day for we Christians, we use Sunday to relax. After going to church to worship, you come back and relax. Because most of the offices doesn't work that day. Some businesses doesn't open that day. So at least you use that day for your relaxation.
I do something that will make me happy, like hearing of music, reading of book, and playing of games.
Some Nigerians who, despite the current situation in Nigeria, still take out time to calm their nerves, shared some benefits of relaxation.
Okay, like I said, it just helps you prepare much better for the next day execution. You understand, right? So it puts you in a point where you can actually be calm, relieve yourself of the recent stress to prepare for the next one, just like I said.
Relaxation helps with the mind. Yeah, if you have enough rest, at least it helps with the mind. It helps you to keep fit because the brain works, so at least have time for you to relax and calm yourself down.
It improves your body system. Like you will definitely keep fit and sound health. So I think for me, that's the most important area of relaxing.
When you relax your mind, you feel okay. You get yourself for another thing again.
When I'm tired, so many things are going through my mind. I just want to relax. Relaxing helps me think straight. It helps me calm my muscles. It helps me meditate and think of what to do and what not to do. Like, I'll just think right when I'm relaxed. But if I'm busy or I'm tensed or tired, all that will be on my mind is just to calm down.
The day was founded by Mexican-based Sinmola, who thought of this day in 1985 when he was 9 years old. The role of the day is to avoid doing anything stressful. This is important. Playing video games can be a relaxing activity, but if the video game you are playing is one where you get frustrated, it's probably not a good idea. Imefonokon, reporting for Clever News.
And that's the news, but before we go, a recap of the top stories. To ensure public safety after the outcome of the Supreme Court judgment on the 2023 Kogi State governorship election, the police command has directed all formations and divisions to implement visible policing and show force tactics across the state. A French court has authorized the seizure of 3 presidential jets linked to the federal government of Nigeria over a 2016 legal dispute between Ogun State government and a Chinese firm known as Zhongshan. The X, formerly known as Twitter handle of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has vanished from the frontline social media platforms days after internet fraudsters threatened to wage cyber warfare against the anti-graft office. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around the world social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube at Clearview News Dex, or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter at Clearview Online. Many thanks for watching. I am Florence Joshua.